What is going on, guys? So I'm playing some 7 Days to Die here, and I thought I'd make a video for you, because there's not a whole lot of information when it comes to tutorials out there on YouTube. There's some, but they're usually like 30 minutes long. Some are a little bit shorter, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to sit through a 30-minute long video for just a handful of things you want to know. I assume it's because it's not a new game, it's just new to console, but either way. The first thing that I want to put out there is when you first start a new game, if you're new to the game, you might want to start out on Navezgane game world when it asks you what world you want to go into. And that is because it is the same across the board. So if you find a city on this game save and then you want to make a new game, the city is going to be in the same location. So, and you can also find a map online for Navezgane. It is the PC map, but there's really not very many big differences between the PC version and the PS4 version or Xbox version by the city's locations and stuff. There's really minimal difference, but that's the first thing. The other thing you really need to do is you need to do the survival quest, and that is because it kind of gives you an idea about crafting and building and stuff. It's by no means a good tutorial, but it still gives you a good idea. So when you spawn in, you should be by a building, and my advice is to make that building your home for the night because it saves you on time. It gives you the time to gather a bunch of materials and do a bunch of crafting and stuff before day 2. That way you can focus on getting food and water and a more permanent place on day 2. So I would say to make the first building that you come across your home for the night and do your quest and get material. Important materials to grab would be stone, plant fibers, and wood. Plant fibers obviously is what I'm punching the grass for. Stone are those boulders, and wood is obviously the trees. So you can also punch, if you're in the snow biome, you can punch these little twigs and get wood too. On the forest biome, it is little shrubs you can get wood from. I don't remember what it is for the desert biome. But the reason why you want to get a bunch of material is because you're going to want to do a bunch of crafting at night so that you can have better quality stuff to work with come day 2. So you're going to get a part of the quest is to craft a bow, and so that's another reason why you want to get a bunch of materials so you can craft a bunch of arrows. You want to craft your arrows before your actual bow, and that is so that you have a better quality bow to work with. That's the way this game works, is if you use an item or craft an item, it goes towards that skill set. So if you're crafting a bunch of stone axes, it's going to go towards your tool smithing. If you're crafting wooden clubs or arrows, it's going to go towards your weapon smithing. So, for example, if you craft a bunch of stone axes, say 10 stone axes, your 10th stone axe is going to be a better quality than your first. The number down there below the stone axe, it gives you an idea of the quality, but it's not its level. So, but it gives you a good idea of the quality of the weapon or item. So, it's a good thing to look at. Now, if you're trying to craft arrows, these bird nests here are what you want to look for your feathers. You can kill a chicken, but I can never find a chicken when I need one, so I just go for the bird nests. They're a little bit easier to find. Plus you have to chase down the chicken, and they run pretty quick for little chickens. So yeah, you really want to craft a bunch of arrows, as many as you can. So you want to get as much material and as many, that's a rabbit, never mind, as much material and as many arrows or feathers as you can. That way at night you can craft a bunch of stone axes and a bunch of arrows, and you'll be set on some good tools and weapons to work with on day 2. So if you go into a hub city where there's going to be a bunch of zombies, you'll have much better quality of a weapon to work with, as well as a much better tool to get materials, so, and break down doors and stuff. So that's what I would say first and foremost things you need to do. Another thing I'll tell you guys about that's not necessarily, that doesn't really, the game doesn't tell you about it, you just really got to figure it out on your own. There's quick actions in this game. So for PlayStation, if you hold square, it will bring up this radial menu here, and that is important because it takes forever to hit the touchpad and hit R1 through all the menus, so it's just easier to hold down square and select what you want to go to. There are also quick actions for crafting, equipping, and moving stuff around. So if you're crafting, you select the weapon or item that you want to craft by hitting X, and then if you see right next to the word craft, it shows up on the D-pad highlighted. So that is your quick action. That is on everything. So if you just look over there, it'll tell you what the quick action is to do it. Like the favorite is right on the D-pad. Now to move stuff quickly rather than hitting X and dragging it, you can hit R3 to quickly move it into your tool belt, which is this down here. And then to move stuff from your tool belt back up into your inventory is the same thing. You just hit R3 and it'll move it up into your inventory. That's really all I can think of by way of basic stuff to do your first day. Day 2, doing all this now, it allows you for day 2 to go find a permanent place to fortify, and it allows you time to get food and water. So that's what I would say to do your first day. I mean, I'm not an expert at the game. I don't claim to be, but that's just what I wish I would have known when I first started playing. So if this helped you out, please hit that like button. If this video does well, I get some views and some likes, then I'll know to make some more. So hit that like button if you want to see some more content on 7 Days to Die. So yeah, I hope this helped you. I hope this made your first few days in 7 Days to Die a little bit easier. So until next time, guys, later.